back with some good news. I was able to get a line on some of these Troy Industries Battlemags, so I'm hoping to have these in stock on a fairly consistent basis, both blank, ready to be customized with the, logos or whatever you guys want, as well as having some of these type of designs available immediately for shipping, already prefabricated. So if you've seen any of my other videos, you've already seen these designs. There's a Punisher logo with the skulls inlaid. This is what I refer to as the comic book skulls. And with this design, the coating's only one layer of just this off-white, and it goes on fairly light, so I'm able to do the mag all the way to the top. Normally I don't do that because it gets too thick, but with this it really doesn't add anything. And then what I refer to is the large skull. So these are going to be available. The first order I had was about 20, just to see how they were. I didn't want to order too many because I didn't know much about these mags to begin with. However, just from using them, and I've already painted just about 10 and sold almost all of those, these are just actually waiting to go out, is that these almost work better than the Magpuls do for what I'm doing because of this flat surface here. This flat surface really allows the decals and the stencils to sit and adhere real nicely and give me some nice crisp clean lines. With the P-Mags, they're very rough and they have the raised edges all over the place, little square boxes. So some of the stencils don't lay real flat, so you get the faded lines and edges, especially with something like this or right in here. These turned out really good and I was very happy with them. If you're not familiar with these mags, they're very similar to a P-Mag as far as the polymer goes. I don't really see any difference with the strength or thickness of the polymer. I know Troy Industries has some strength test videos, I believe, up on their website, so you can check those out if you really have any questions about how strong these are, but I don't suspect that they're any weaker or less strong than the P-Mag. The design's a little different. Again, you have a flat, smooth surface here, and these scales here, I'll zoom in and see if you can see them. It's like a fish scale or a reptile scale, and it's on the edges of both sides, and on the side you kind of have another scale, wider scale design as well, just to give you a little grip. And that's not bad. These scales here in the edges, for pulling down, that's when they seem to grab the most, so they seem like they grip pretty well. Get into the mag itself. Here's a blank. This is how they come packaged. So this works out good for me, especially just because of this nice Ziploc bag. I can reseal it, take the mag out, throw it back in, and send it to you just how it comes. Alright, so when you buy the mag, it comes with two options for the floor plate. You have your one option here of this little rubber pull tab. So you see it's kind of a stiff rubber, it bends a little bit, has a little bit of give to it, but it's still pretty stiff. And then they give you the second option to replace it with a flat floor plate. So, because this is actually two pieces in here. And if there is one design flaw that I've kind of noticed with these mags, it has to do with these little tabs right here. The way you switch out the floor plate is you have to release the pressure on these tabs. And you do that by pressing down on the spring inside. So with this has the pull tab. You can just push down on that with your finger or your thumb. If it was the flat floor plate, you'd probably have to use a tool. But once you release that pressure, I found a screwdriver works best because my fingers are too fat to get in there. You push on these tabs a little bit, get that thing to raise up, and I just come right in the front and pop it off. If you let go right now, these things go shooting off. So when you do this, make sure you have a good hold on the spring, because I've been chasing these things all over the shop when I first started popping the floor plates off. So once that comes out, you got the spring, anti-tilt follower. These seem just as good as any other polymer mag that you're used to. And then here is the two pieces I was referring to. So you have the floor plate itself with the hole in the middle, and that's where either of these two accessories go. This only goes on one way, slips through, and then this is held in place by these two tabs on either side. Now, why I say I think this is a weakness in the design is that these tabs move around a lot. They have to go like this to release and put pressure on, and they're only just thin plastic. So I think eventually, with enough doing this back and forth, you're going to put enough pressure on that pivot point to where these might start to break and snap. I'm not saying they are, I'm not saying I've seen it, but if you're the type of person that switches out your floor plates a lot because maybe they get really sandy or dirty and you're constantly cleaning your mags, that might be an issue. The average Joe rifle shooter probably won't even change out the pull tab, let alone consistently take off his floor plate and clean his mags. Let's be honest here, most guys don't do that. So they barely clean their rifles, let alone cleaning their mags. So probably for 90% of people it's not going to be an issue. Alright, but as you can see here, it's held in place by these tabs. So you actually have to pull them apart a little bit to get this to seat back in place. And I'm going to start with I'm going to replace it to show you what the flat floor plate looks like. So there's only one way it goes. It's fairly easy to figure out. The flat one's easy. That one just snaps in place. With the pull tab, you got to get the pull tab into the hole and get it snapped in place. That one's a little harder. So then the spring goes in like normal, and then there's a little oval on the back side here that sits right into your spring. Fairly easy. Push down on the back side. There's a little hook. Hooks in, and then it's just a matter of not letting this go flying. Putting some pressure down. This is again where a lot of that pressure gets put on these tabs. The only reason I'm really having problems too is because I'm trying to keep it on camera while I do it. This is halfway in. Give it a nice smack. Pops in, and that's what it looks like with the flat. So again, this isn't as much of a review, it's also, letting you guys know that I have these available for sale. These designs here, based on the market value of what I'm paying for these mags right now, are going for 35 bucks. I do have a few in stock right now ready to ship if you're interested. I know this video is going to be up for a long time, so chances are by the time you're watching this, these might be sold. But let me know, because I plan to keep designs such as these in stock fairly consistently. So just shoot me an email with the contact information at the end of the video, or leave a reply here. I also do a lot of other custom work. Check out my other videos. I'm not limited to just these generic skull designs. I do a lot of custom work for people, company logos, all sorts of stuff. So check out the other videos and see if there's something you like. And now that I do have these available, I can take orders and get them out to you. Generally charge anywhere from $15 to $20 to do a custom logo on a mag. So and that falls in line with these prices being about $35, and plus a little bit of shipping to get them to you. So again, thanks for watching. Check out the other videos. A lot of these pictures are up on my Facebook page with Tango Down Customer Finishing, or on the website tangodowncustomerfinishing.com. I have a gallery there of most of these. So shoot me an email, and that's how I do my orders. Other than that, thanks for watching. And see you next time.